What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to game ID 956993258. Fountain Camping Gone Wrong. This is another Dota 2 casted game presented by myself, ALX4, and brought to you by the magic of Dota TV. Right, I suppose I should get into it. This is a ranked all-picked game where a somewhat stomp-like game goes awry when the fountain camping fails. I do not know the MMRs of any of these players. And apparently I can't press the play button. There we go. But yeah, we've got some good names coming in here. We've got someone sponsored by HyperX. That's respectful. Big A, Dubstep is in the house. AAA. Giraffe Senpei. Yeah, fair enough. And we do see a Legion Commander coming out first. Immediately followed by Death Prophet. So two very in-meta heroes right now. Death Prophet is certainly a lot more. I'm fed up of seeing her, to be perfectly honest, on the pro scene. She's just one of those heroes that you will basically 9 times out of 10 win the game with, and that really frustrates me. It just does. Because it's clearly broken, and Ice Fog, please. But there we see an Earthshaker come in, so this is a bit of an early time to pick an Earthshaker in my opinion, especially when you don't really know the heroes coming up. I mean, Echo Stomp is... Echo Slam, sorry, is brilliant, but it requires heroes to be sort of like an AoE, sort of like Enigma. You have to all be together for the ultimate to really make an effect. And okay, Pudge picked up by the side of the Dire, so this guy better be knowing what he's doing. And I'm more sort of questioning the side of the Radiant, to be honest. 3 hard carries coming straight out, and 3 hard carry mid heroes coming straight out. So I do not know who's going to take the mid here. I would assume the Death Prophet, but then again, she's also a good safe lane. I would assume, in that case, then the Templar Assassin, I would assume we go into the... I'm saying assume a lot, but I have to. I think Death Prophet safe lane, Ember Spirit off lane, and then TA going into the mid in this case. And for the side of the Dire, we've got a little more of a balanced lineup here. We've got the Pudge and the Legion Commander. Legion Commander most probably will go safe lane. She can go off lane with her pressy attack. Which one is it that gives her the stupid movement speed? There we go. There's overwhelming odds. So she can use overwhelming odds to get the fuck out of dodge. But I would prefer, I think in this lineup as a safe laner. Lena, of course, would be playing Ward Bitch support. Pudge in the mid, and we have now a Leshrac, who's a great support and was seen a little bit towards the end of 6.81, but not really been looked at much as far as I'm aware in 6.82. And we see now final pick support Mirana coming up for the Dire. This is a good pick. We got some stun, a lot of lockdown. Right, no, this is a core Mirana. Yeah, core Mirana, I would doubt you'd run a core lane, especially when you got a Pudge going into the mid lane. No, this is going to be a support, it's going to be a core Mirana with support Lena and Earthshaker. This is a lot of stunnage coming out from the Dire. You land a Fisher, and then you come into the, Fisher into Arrow, or even Lena's stun, Light Strike Array. Nope. No, not Dragon Slave. Yes, yeah, Light Strike Array. There we go. Light Strike Array into an arrow. Basically anything into an arrow. Okay. I've never heard that before from Leshrac. That's quite amusing. So it will be a mid lane Ember Spirit. Looks like there's a bit of discussion going on, and this means it will be a off-lane Death Prophet with a safe lane TA, and a Baden I would assume will... Yeah, this isn't really most thought through tri-lane. So I assume a Baden will go to the top lane after it has done his warding. Meanwhile, for the side of the Radiant, we obviously have the Pudge going into the mid lane because he's Pudge. I actually have seen a couple of safe lane Pudges and it's been so underwhelming that I feel like if you don't put him mid, you're really wasting out on this hero. Hasn't pointed anything yet. We'll be waiting, I suppose, to see who he's up against. We've got the Earthshaker and Lalina, who will be walking around doing her own thing. we have a Legion Commander taking a very aggressive position up on this, on the side of the Radiant, side of the river, making sure she can indeed secure this 0-minute rune, which will be a double damage rune. And on the side of the Legion Commander, that is a dangerous rune indeed, as she will look to pick off someone pretty early and make the most of it. However, that Radiant Wall does come down and does spot her out, so the offlaner here, which will be the Death Prophet, will know what's coming for her when she gets to the lane. And the good blocking will mean that she should have control of the lane a little bit, especially with the support of Baden and the Aphotic Shield, just giving him giving her the protection she needs to get the farm that she will so badly want. Support Runner doing a little bit of blocking, but nowhere near enough. And as you can see, this lane does go heavily into the side of the Radiant. But will that stay like that? I don't know, as it appears that Mirana wants to farm as well. Should be fun. Meanwhile, moving into the mid lane. That's what I want, right? Moving to the mid lane, we do see the Pudge Ember Spirit lineup. I do expect Pudge to quite heavily lose this lane. He will use Rot to just get those couple of last hits, but the Ember Spirit can pop his up. Oh, he's gone for 0.1 and a Solar Fist. I was going to say, he can pop Flame Guard and basically just hold the Pudge out of lane, undoubtedly, to be honest. Bottom lane, we see the Templar Assassin and Lishrak. And with an Ember Spirit DC, we might have a pause here. And he will die as that's just harsh. I don't like that at all. That's not very nice. But no pause coming out from either side here, so they're just content to do their own thing. And Leshret getting the stun onto the Earthshaker down bottom as the Abaddon pauses. What timing is that one? Wait for him comes out. It's probably pretty respectful. I would have done the same thing, but apparently I'm not in this game, which I'm not. Legion Commander doing a bit of jungling now. It appears she can't contest the lane all that well. By the looks of things, she is top of the last hit leaderboard though, so perhaps she's just doing it just to get a little bit of extra gold. And yes, it is indeed. As Lina she doesn't have a point house stun, which could really stop the Shashrak here, but she's only got Dragon Slave, so it will do a lot of damage to this level 2 now Lishrak. And she's level 2 as well, she just hasn't pointed her second ability. And TA, she's a bit on the back lane, and for a range hero, she's got very low range. So I don't know if this skill will be secured, but we'll find out here. Dragon Slave comes in, stun from Lina now, she points it for level 2. And the Earthshaker does live, as that stun does land on both the TA and the Leshrak. So that's good playing for the Lina there to keep her Earthshaker alive. I've just realised that's a support Mirana and a core Lina. I expected that to be completely different. Apparently I'm wrong. So this is a core Lina in the off lane, which is odd. And the Ember Spirit DCs again. This is poor guy. I can see the Radiant going significantly badly for them. The TA does pick up the 2-minute rune though. 30 seconds late, but does snipe it right in front of the Lina's eyes, and nothing we can do about that. Death Prophet doesn't move into the mid lane though, and the Pudge is just rotting her down, and this is going to end badly. Yeah. A hook and yep, Pudge, I completely agree with you. Death Prophet not getting any of the momentum she needs early game, and we'll see a very quick lead coming off the side of the Dire. Even though they are, for the side of the Dire, even though Radiant are farming okay, the kills they're giving away thanks to the DCs and Death Prophet deciding she can man up Pudge, who's now level 4, is not the smartest idea. She doesn't realize clearly that she's extremely squishy, and she will now dual lane it up with the Ember Spirit. This is I can't imagine this going particularly well here. Meanwhile, top lane, Abaddon solos up the Mirana with very successfully. I did miss that. Where did she die? She died right about here. Sad times. Sad times. And top isn't missing at all. You just can't see him. And TP in from the Mirana. She's now coming bottom lane. Fed up with her death on the top lane. That probably annoyed her. And so now the side of the Radiant are on the board. Their Mortal Helmet. Nope. He does pop Diabolic Edict though for illusion, and this could prove costly as a point blank hook comes in, and the rot and Pudge finishes off. The Earthshaker totem comes in, got a value point in that, gone for a 2-on-1, and that gives him enough to get the kill. Another totem comes in, but he's going to pay with his life here. That was a massive overcommitment from the Earthshaker, thinking he could get the kill on the TA, but the whiff of the arrow, point blank pretty much from the Mirana, means that can only get badly. And Pudge with a haste rune coming into the bottom lane. She does meld up, so Maelstrike is ready, and she could go on and do some damage here. But I don't really know where they are, I don't think, and the Leshrac is manning up here. Onto this Lina, but the Fissure Block comes in, and Templar Assassin is going to die from the rot, even though she isn't Maelstrike. The Pudge knew where she was, and it's going badly. Totems is whiffed, Leshrac, but he is in a dangerous place as the Pudge just goes around the trees rather than returning to the middle lane, looking for the hook. And will he find it? He does indeed. That is a great hook from the Pudge, and that is a dead Leshrac. There is a lot going down. Meanwhile, Abaddon dies up top lane. I missed that one. I assume... Oh, no, Abaddon. Abaddon was killed by the Legion Commander top lane, which is expected. It wasn't a dual kill, thankfully, for the side of the Radiant, but it was still a kill nevertheless. And giving a Legion Commander free farm up on this lane and a kill is only going to end badly. And this Abaddon is going back onto her again. The Aphotic Shield is be broken, and you might be able to get a kill here, but the superior damage output of the... Oh, he's going to get a kill. No! Again. There's just superior damage output of this Legion Commander is enough... is enough to kill him off, and this Abaddon clearly doesn't understand. He does not have level 6 yet. Borrowed Time is not working, and Lina goes on to the Ember Spirit biome in the mid lane and kills a kill. I assume that was a combination with the Pudge as well. But this dual lane mid of two hard carries is clearly not working out that well. Pudge picks up the Bounty Rune and smokes himself up just by himself. Okay, whatever works for you. Death Prophet gets a DD rune, so that's proving some little damage. Lina looks for the rune, and once again she will be found, though there is no rune at all. But now they're going to swing round onto this Death Prophet, and this is almost certainly a kill. I do not see her living this at all. The stun comes in, hook ready, hook comes in from the Pudge, ultimate from the Pudge, and she will get dismembered down, or Lina will be granted with a kill. This is not looking good for the side of the Radiant. That is that is very much for sure. However, TA is still the last hit leader, so she is getting fun, or she is taking one death, so that's slowing her down a little bit. And now a two-man rotation coming up from the side of the dire onto this Abaddon, who's now died 2 times. And Legion Commander now has a level 6, and now she's dead. This Abaddon is very much dead. He does have level 6, but I think that will only delay the inevitable here. As the negative earn charges come in, the Versus comes out, the ult from the Abaddon is popped, and this will, this was a bit of a premature tool from the side of the Legion Commander. But she does... Oh no, Pudge is granted with the kill. TA, meanwhile, kills the Lina in the bottom lane. So the Lina did go down. Looks like there's a bit of a skirmish going on over there. Maelstrike probably was used there. But the Legion Commander wasn't actually all that... probably wasn't aware of the Abaddon hitting level 6 and having borrowed time. So she should have just waited out to the borrowed time popped and then dueled him afterwards. But never mind. The point of the matter is the Abaddon does die, and that is a bad thing. He is someone who you do want levels in, but not someone you want to be giving this much farm to, especially with this bottom lane. And now a big Echo Stomp coming in. Pudge getting a kill with the Death Prophet and his nice hook, and the Mirana point blank arrow finishes the Ember Spirit, and that's 2 hard carries you want to be giving farm to. Sharing the mid lane, which is rarely done, and this is in fact never done. This is the stupidest idea ever. But apparently they're going to go with it, and they will probably pay the price of dying early. Meanwhile, top lane, this Legion Commander is being manned up to by this Abaddon, and the Death Prophet comes in to hopefully try and secure a kill. But she's only level 5, so she does not have Exorcism, and in fact she has basically nothing. So not even a Eul Scepter to keep the Legion Commander in position. And this Abaddon will man up, just tanking tower shots with the Aphotic Shield, and now the duel coming out. The ultimate, borrowed time, coming out. This, so almost a win for the Abaddon, but the Abaddon will in this case get the kill. Pop the Aphotic Shield and move on to the bottom, move out. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Pudge gets a kill on the Leshrac, and now we'll search for the Templar Assassin. Coming in, Dismember is used. Lina will kill secure with the Laguna Blade, and that is now 14-5 on the side of the Dire. And this is a dire situation for the Radiant, with part of the pun. And this is not looking good. I'm just gonna take a quick drink here. This is quite amusing. It is an automatic ult, I thought. I thought it was I thought it was automatic as well. I thought it was. Yeah, I just thought it did its own thing. Anyway, duel coming out from the Legion Commander, going on to the Death Prophet. Abaddon's ult does get popped, and overwhelming odds does finish him off. Abaddon will make his escape to the bottom lane. That's actually a good question. I did not know that. I thought it was. Wait, hold on. It will passively activate if your hit points drop below 400. Oh, okay. Meanwhile, Pudge going. Trying to go onto the. Oh, the arrow. The arrow from Mirana. Now looking for the Pudge on the backside from the Ember Spirit. He will bottle up to try and survive. And yeah, now he probably knows he's dead. The Earthshake coming in, Fisher. Not enough mana for one. Short by a little bit. Arrow. Arrow, not enough mana for one of those either. Just enough mana for a leap. We'll use it now. In comes the misses the totem, but does get the multiplier damage from it, and will secure the kill from the Earthshaker. Good plays by him, and no towers being taken yet from either side, but damage being done more by the Dire, I would say. However, we do get a little bit of a push from the Legion Commander coming top lane, and the Abaddon TP's in, and we'll just hold it up. But we will see the Radiant now take the first tower of the game. And this is a bit of a weakness of the lineup of the Dire. They don't really have the greatest pushing power. I mean, they do have some wave clear in the Mirana Starstorm, but she's only got 1 point in it, and so it's going to be very weak early on. Oh, top lane. This Legion Commander is running a hell away from this Abaddon. The Abaddon's ult is back up now, and they do pop the Mirana ultimates to get them away. Also, to set up on the bottom lane, this could possibly be very bad. And the Dismember coming in onto the Leshrac. The stun coming out from Lina as well, and you will see the Leshrac take a very quick fall. Templar Assassin running away, coming in from the Pudge. Rot used as well as the hook, and one auto attack does finish off the TA. This Pudge is on fire with his double damage rune. 10-0 and 4. He's been part of most kills. Been part of 14 out of the 19 kills for his team, and this is quite impressive. I'm just looking at towers here while we get a bit of two-man rotation to the top lane. Dire really don't have much damage onto the Radiant towers, and this is, again, as I was saying, a bit of a weakness of their lineup. They don't have much pushing power. They have a lot of good team fight, but not much pushing power. And the Abaddon pops his ult, but Pudge coming in with a Dismember finishes off the Abaddon very easily. Now Death Prophet level 7, Crypt Swarm just off, and oh, the Sacred Arrow just misses, and the Pudge will be able to blink away, and the Mirana just saves his Pudge. Meanwhile, Ember Spirit gets dueled up by the Legion Commander, altered by the Lina. Lina will take the kill, but this damage will be stolen by the Legion Commander. That's 10 now towards her first win. But the Radiant will be content to push the mid lane, try and take a little bit of a trade. This tower will go down to the Leshrac, and their top tower will probably fall. There is a TP rotation coming in from the Abaddon, but there's not much he can do. Instant stun up by the Lina, but no real follow up there from the rest of the team. And then comes the Death Prophet. She doesn't have her ult. She's ready for the full ult, and now in comes the stun. Legion Commander going on to one, trying to duel. The Legion Commander will fall here. Nice nice dance around, sleight of fist by the Ember Spirit, and the Leshrac does get a kill on the Mirana with the stun. However, the Pudge gets a kill onto the Death Prophet with Dismember. In comes the Lina stun, hits onto the Abaddon. Lina will now take the kill. Pudge will now take the kill onto the Abaddon with a bit of Rot, and the Rot will also finish off the Ember Spirit. Leshrac now getting stunned up, and Pudge hooks oh damn. Pudge hooks the Earthshaker, but Maledict does get the kill. Diabolic Edict does get the kill, sorry. And then Pudge kills the Leshrac, but the stun from the Leshrac secures the kill onto the Pudge, and that's a godlike streak going the way of the support Leshrac. 779 gold. That is a lot of gold. Meanwhile, bottom lane getting pushed out by the side of the Dire. Mirana and Legion Commander coming in. So that was, I didn't get the fight recap there, but that was 4 for 4 there? I think that was right. Yeah. I think it was a 4 for 4 trade across the board. So that's 25 to 9 now. And this Abaddon just manning up onto this Legion Commander. But I don't think he can do this very often. This Legion Commander is getting quite big. And the Abaddon only has a spout shield. And then comes the Duel and the Dismember. And they'll secure the kill onto this Abaddon. He's been very over-aggressive. The kill will go the way of the Mirana though. So, some nice gold coming her way. Especially if she's playing in the support position. She does have now Sacred Arrow maxed. And Leap at level 2. She does buy a TP scroll. So they're ready. Meanwhile, it looks like the Radiant want to defend this bottom tier 1. And they move on to the TA. But there's not much you can do. The Fisher block comes in. The hook finishes her off. And that will be a very unsuccessful defense from the side of the Radiant there. There's 2 heroes fall, and then now this tower will go the same way. We do have Death Prophet split pushing into the top lane. Doing a little bit of support, a little bit of counter pushing, but not much will come from it, I don't think. And now there will be TP rotations in to stop her, and she can't see it, so they do not know. She does now. She does now. They're coming in, and hook from the Pudge will not come out. Maybe. He's waiting for his blink dagger to come off cooldown in 2 seconds. 1 second. He blinks, but the juke from the Death Prophet is enough to get away from the Pudge. But Mirana now does see her, chasing her down. Arrow coming out maybe. Just the Death Prophet will be able to get away, as it's Death Prophet. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, we got an Ember Spirit manning up against a very farmed Lina, and the Fisher block comes in, and this will be securing the Ember Spirit's death. Meanwhile, the ult coming in. Death Prophet's ult goes up. Big Echo Stump. But the Lina will still fall. And Pudge's hook, basically point blank range, is missed. And Death Prophet will get a regeneration rune, but instantly cancelled by Rot. And the Fisher block fails miserably now with the new changes. It will not target sync heroes. But it comes the Crypt Swarm trying to kill off this Legion Commander. But it will find the kill. But the heals from the exorcism will only keep her alive a little bit longer, and it nearly saved her life. Oh no, this Abaddon, what are you doing, buddy? You are a crazy motherfucker, and I respect that, but this is not the time to man up against the Pudge. He has his hook back of cooldown thanks to the bottle charges, and it's only 10 seconds till this member comes out. The arrow comes in, completely whiffed. His ult does get popped, but it only lasts a little while, and now the Ember Spirit comes in, thinking about doing something. Nearly kills off the Mirana. That was close. Might get a kill into the Earthshaker, but the totem coming down finishes off the Abaddon. But Ember Spirit will get the kill onto the Earthshaker. That is a big kill. Arrow coming in. Oh, connects beautifully. That is a great arrow coming in from whoever the hell you are. And Pudge will clean up. That is a great arrow from Mirana, saving Pudge's life and getting the kill. Now, Leshrac coming in, thinking perhaps of being able to get a kill. Pops Diabolically, it does find the Pudge, but he's uncharging up, and he's got 3 extra uncharges, which he will use. And gets the lightning. And now, oh, the stun. The stun is real. But the arrow, these arrows, that's 2 brilliant arrows on the road to finish off the Leshrac and save the Pudge's life once again. This Mirana really has been played well. That much is sure. And a friendly little hook here. Meanwhile, Legion Commander goes manning up onto the Death Prophet. TP coming in now from the Ember Spirit. Gonna probably try and look to finish off this Legion Commander, but she does too much damage. But the Jewel does come out, so looking to steal some damage, and she does get it. It's now 48 points of stolen damage from the Legion Commander. But the Ember Spirit will look to go on her, and just finishes her off, but takes off a lot of damage. The Fisher block just off target. Blink Dagger still not up for the Earthshaker, however, he looks like he's aiming towards it. So that will be his next item, and if he has that, next time the Ember Spirit will be very much dead. Totem stops the advance of the Abaddon, who is Mr. Crazy. Big A, big A wall. I don't know. That was something, and I thought it was something, but it really wasn't. Meanwhile, this Pudge, Templar Assassin, TP'd in to try and save the tower, but this Pudge, oh, misses a point blank arrow, but finds her anyway by the fact that he gets blocked in. and still gets the kill. This TA feeding hard since 2014, that is for sure. Meanwhile, mid lane we do have an invisible rune, invis rune onto the Lina, so she will be looking for a pick off, and this is Abaddon. I will not be surprised if he tries to cross the river right here. That will not surprise me at all. To be fair, oh no, it's the Death Prophet who goes first. Lina now sitting in the trees. Invis rune is worn off, but she's sitting in the side. Oh, she's run into 3 heroes, but gets the stun off onto the Death Prophet. Now self-heals from the Death Prophet to save her life, but the hook coming in. The big echo stop onto 3. The duel now coming out from the Legion Commander, and that is a 3-man wipe. 3-0 in the mid lane. Lina even survives. The great ult coming out from Mirana probably was the this thing that saved her life, and that was just destructive. Great initiation from the Earthshaker and the Lina there to secure the kill, and now that's 4-0. Ember Spirit essentially feeding his life away there. He did even have a remnant out, but it didn't save his life at all. And now all that's left is a lonely TA farming in the bottom lane, and if this Pudge wants to go doing a bit of exploring, he will find her. He probably knows she's around here somewhere. Goes for a bit of a look. He goes for a bit of a look. He does know she's about, but you walked into a dire observer ward, TA, and that's not gonna save your life. Pudge has more health than you, and there's the 0-point hook will secure the kill. So that was a technically 5-man wipe across the board over some time, and it's 41-13. Dire, I do not see this going particularly well for the Radiant. It is even more worse. And drums coming out for the Mirana, wherever the hell you are. There we go. Actually, we probably should take a look at items before the next team fight comes up. But Ember Spirit clean up this bottom lane. Good deep push for the side of the Radiant. And Radiant don't really have any. Dire don't even have any good push, as I mentioned earlier. So this should be a sensible hold. Oh, but he does get stunned and instantly used up. Oh, but he does remnant out on the arrow. This time was off target. That's unlike Etsy. Eretsy. I don't know. Oh, that's a big item we wanted to see. Blink Dagger now for the Earthshaker. The courier will come and fly it out, and that's a completed Aghanim Scepter for the Pudge. That does mean that will happen. Add strength-based damage, but I've never actually seen this. Basically, more damage to dismember is essentially what we're going on, and he will make this most of it now. Absolutely melting the Shrek. Let's take that out of the way, and he will just man. Is he going to 5-man everyone? That is the question right now. He does pull up the Abaddon ult, but he's on low health. He's going to fall, and that is now a godlike streak going the way of the Templar Assassin, and he must have he literally must have bought something, because that must have been a lot of gold coming her way. A courier bringing out a Mithril Hammer. There we go. Well, she will be looking towards the Desolator, coming out with that, and Lina completely melts there with the Death Prophet ult, but the big Echo Stomp coming from the Earthshaker. The stuns are unreal. The arrow coming onto the Templar Assassin, and now the Mirana will just man up. She does go into the meld, and they have no detection on the side of the Dire, but they do know where she is, and the Stomp comes in. He will not be revealed, and really a basic waste of the fission. Point blank arrow though hits onto the TA. They know exactly where she is. The shield comes out, and this may save her life. Another meld. Oh, Earthshaker must. Oh, Earthshaker. He's in China's Totem, but they know where she is. Oh, another great fisher to stop the Leshrac. Leshrac may just keep away. Oh, I was gonna say he might just keep the TA alive, but now might just feed away his life as the arrow took out the TA, and now a duel coming in from the Legion Commander. And that's a dead Leshrac. And Legion Commander now with 76 stacks of damage. This is not looking good. Anyway, we're gonna have a quick look at items before. Nope, that's XP. But actually, let's have a look at XP. Meanwhile, while the Pudge gets to just destroys the Ember Spirit. So now a 10,000 lead, 10,000 experience lead for the Dire, and 12,000 gold, 20,000 dex gold lead, and then net worth. That's pretty convincing. That's pretty much, I would say, GG at this point. Even though it does say fountain camping go wrong, I really don't see how they're gonna come back from this. Is she just gonna AFK? Okay, that's not really the sort of mindset you want to have in any game, really. But I suppose this is pretty much over. They say don't defend, and it's only really the Lishrak that's looking to do so. However, this TA is perhaps looking to do so. Maybe. TA, she's just going to go farm? Maybe. Oh, but at the same time, their racks are being destroyed. And Pudge comes in, blink onto the Ember Spirit, and Arrow finishes him off. And they lose the barracks, and now they're backing out, but they see this TA thanks to this great Observer Ward here. And long range hook just misses. Misses? Misses. Bounty Boom picked up. But I don't think this will save her life. She might want to meld here, and if Pudge... Oh, nearly didn't see her. The meld, though, comes out, and Pudge is going to sit there and rot away as his health will go a lot lower than hers. His health will go a lot slower, go down a lot slower than hers. The hook is missed, though. And it's only Pudge and Lena here chasing in two semi-skillful stuns. But does she get away in the darkness? She does. They don't quite know where she is. Oh, the stun hits onto the TA. Stun hits onto the TA. Do they know? Oh, they don't know exactly where she is. They don't know. It hooked right onto the edge, and the TA will survive on no health at all. Just takes one hook. One hook. They're still searching. This TA better be counting her stars. And she does. She shields up and gets the fuck out of dodge. That is a sensible move. But mid-racks were taken by the side of the Dire. And still 3 outer towers for the Radiant to take, despite their good early pushing. Still a lot of work to go if they want to try and get back into this game. But it looks like it's GG for me. They are going straight for the tier 4s now. And Ember Spirit gets hooked by Pudge. And it dies almost instantly. And that was a kind of feed. And someone is messaging me on Skype. That is really inappropriate timing. Please stop. Please stop, Skype. I am busy. There we go. And kill Ember some more. And they are just going onto the tier 4s. The courier is fed away by someone. Don't want to know who though. And hook coming in from the Pudge. They are going on to the Ancient. And oh, massive Echo Stomp, but he dies. He dies, and this might give the Radiant a little bit of momentum here. Mirana feeding her life away. What is going on? Nearly dies. Does die from the lightning. In comes the ultimate from the Death Prophet. Going into the Abandon. The Abandon's ult was popped, and the Death Prophet completely just melts the Legion Commander there. And the Pudge dying also. This is a 5-man wipe. They sat in their base and they fed away 2 kills. Pudge instantly DCs, and that is a huge team fight. Show fight recap. That is whole. Hello 6.82. 9,807 XP change. Going the way of the Radiant. 5,000 gold, and that was 7,000 damage. Wow. That is wow. And Pudge rage quit by the looks of things. And it's now looking like they're going to go straight for the tier 2 and possibly tier 3s off the back of this. The Ember Spirit now does have his Claymore along with his Broadsword. So now looking towards that very traditional Manstar Battle Fury. It's getting completely destroyed by this tower though. Arrow comes in, does juke it pretty successfully. Lishrak gets the final kill on the tower. In comes a totem, goes onto Lishrak, but doesn't die. Just manages to get away. And this is looking dangerous now. They lose the Mirana, and Lishrak does die on the backside thanks to Lena. But they do kill off the Shaker as well. And Lena just blinks away in time. And now they will look to push high ground here. Meanwhile, the Templar Assassin is just farming away with the Desolator now complete in the casual Yasha in the bottom lane. She's got a broadsword, so looking towards that Daedalus. And Ember Spirit dies to the tower. Oh wow. Hook comes in from Pudge, but the Dismember only just maximizes up his health, and the Dismember really doesn't do a lot there apart from just give Abaddon a full heal, which is nice, I suppose. Caring, Pudge is caring. Death Prophet now going onto the Pudge, and self-heals from her just keeps her alive for a little bit longer out of the rot, but she does die. And that's the power of this rot. it just ticks you down and you just don't notice at all. And this isn't even Pudge playing. This is someone else playing for Pudge and not doing a bad job. The Abaddon does escape though on 60 HP. TA though keeps on farming. The Dire can see her, but with 2 heroes dead, I don't really think they want to do anything. Radiant's Courier has respawned. There was nothing on it to begin with. But this is comeback time. Let's have a look at the XP graph. Massive peak up there. That's up now down to 5,000 deficit. Still a deficit, but a lot less than what it was, peaking towards the 20k point. And the gold lead, that's gone away of 10,000, and it's a full assault cuirass coming out for the Abaddon. That is a huge item that will give them such a bigger teamfight presence as this Ember Spirit works towards his Battle Fury. And Death Prophet, next item, not really in the works, but she has 2.3k gold up. Meanwhile, mid lane, the Templar Assassin was killed, and so was the Leshrac, as a matter of fact. So that's a 2 for nil exchange, and that is not what you particularly want to see. Or you want to see at all. Whoever's microing this Pudge, I want to say, is doing an absolutely fantastic job. I do not know who it is, but they are microing it like it's their own hero. And this is pretty impressive. I would assume people want to. Assume it'd be one of the supports, but please Pudge abandon. That would be funny. But I'm guessing by the looks of things it might be the Mirana here. But Mirana gets a good arrow off onto the Abaddon and pops his ult. And the Dismember just again giving a full heal, but the damage output from 5 heroes against 1 is enough to bring it down. Meanwhile, Ember Spirit is breaking base up the top lane. Not too much tower damage coming out from him, but the instant buyback from the TA will try and defend this. And they aren't going straight for the base. Instead, they do try to man up on the heroes, and they will do a lot of damage. Meanwhile, the Death Prophet's on the backside. Her ult is just going to absolute town here. And Whiff Totem dies. Pudge on the backside will try and do some damage, but he is getting absolutely melted. The chain's coming out, just not catching onto the Pudge all that much. But now Ember Spirit manning up. The Death Prophet's ult does come out. Oh, Pudge does fall, even though he did try to hook the Leshrac in the last minute. And now it's Death Prophet laughing in my ears, and the Mirana survives, so it's a 4-man wipe. The buyback on the... where's buyback? The buyback from the TA was used to defend that, but it was a successful defense, and now they will just look to push up mid lane. But even though she did die back, did not notice that one. She did die back, but she secured a successful defense of her exposed Ancient, which is now sitting on 900 health. And this is going to be a push into the top lane, into the mid lane, from the side of the Radiant. And will they be able this time to break high ground? They've done about half damage to the tower, so there is possibility here, but they're going to need a really consistent fight. And this is coming up now, going to be up against a full strength lineup. I mean, Pudge is down, but whoever's microing is doing such a good job that you really don't notice. But the Lina feeding her life away there now, and the Legion Commander might be doing the same thing. Big Echo Stomp coming in from the Earthshaker onto 3, and then the follow-up Totem going into work. But the Legion Commander does get melted on the backside, and this Earthshaker, despite the big Echo Stomp, does get finished off by the Abaddon. And now the Mirana, the ult coming in from the Templar Assassin, but she does pop the Moonlight Shadow and backs away. Arrow perfectly connects onto the TA, but the shield protecting her life. The Shrek does die, and now onto the Abaddon. Abaddon does die as well, but this TA is still alive. They don't know exactly where she is, but they haven't seen her come up. They do hit onto her there, so they know she's in this rough area. Abaddon buys back. The arrow hits onto the TA. Now they know where she is, and now it's only a matter of time before she dies. The TA now pops the shield and gets the hell out of there, but will she be able to escape? Fires boots in 5 seconds. She melds again. Meld strikes onto the Earthshaker. Meld strikes again. This Desolate doing a lot of damage. Now manning up onto the Mirana. The point blank arrow will only keep her in place for a couple of seconds. The trap coming out, but not doing enough damage. TA taking a lot of damage from the creeps, nearly dying there. But meanwhile, Pudge being gone on to, and self-use. No, that's a use from the Death Prophet coming in. Keep him alive, but also just hold him in place a little bit more. Ult coming in from the Abaddon. Death Prophet wanting to back up, but this Abaddon has gone all crazy mode from the beginning. And we'll take out the Mirana, but we'll give his life away. But I think it's a fair trade. And now comes in the Death Prophet, taking out the Pudge. And the full heal coming out from the Exorcism, pretty much. Mel Strike, Lena escaping, whiffs the stun onto the TA, and she's played so well this game. She's fed herself away just, and now the Mel Strike doing a huge amount of damage in conjunction with the Desolator. Massive amounts of damage, and now that's a lot of heroes down for a very long time. They are going to be able to take high ground off the top of this. Legion Commander sitting up on the entrance to the jungle. Calls GG, and she's only at the side. This is really an impressive comeback. They know what they needed to do. They basically gave up the Ghost, and then a couple of feeding away kills from overconfident players meant that they had a slight back into this game, and now the Glyph is used, but now it's finally in favour of the Radiant. Net worth still isn't, but XP certainly is. And buybacks ringing out for the team. Only the Legion Commander has one, and she's the only one who's live. And now they equal up the middle racks. And the ult coming out from the Mirana could set up some possibilities here. Big Echo Storm coming in, takes out two heroes. Basically instantly, Death Prophet melts. Ember Spirit manages to Remnant away, surviving. But he's going to take 3 tower shots here. I don't know if he's that tanky. Oh, he just survives. But he gets away. The Legion Commander is hunting for him, but she won't find him as he takes an interesting way to get home. And using the Remnants definitely manages to stay away. But that is a big swing. That is a big few kills they needed. It's Death Prophet down for 78 seconds. TA down for 50. And they are looking just to completely finish this game right here. Aghanim Scepter now for the Earthshaker. And this is looking like a 5-man push coming in. The Mirana is definitely now, I think, the one controlling the Pudge. Mirana has DC'd though. So no more Pudge control. This is not good. This is not good from the side of the Radiant, from the side of the Dire. Just when they have a slight into the game, they might be just throwing it all away. From a game they basically had control of. Now the stun coming out from the Leshrac, the chains, and the Ember Spirit does clean house onto that Earth Spirit. But now they're 2 heroes down. 2 heroes down, and they could have almost finished the game. They could have gone high ground with the Death Prophet and the TA still down. But now the Earthshaker's just fed his killer, fell himself away, and now the Legion Commander does get a win onto the Ember Spirit, but Leshrac does finish him off, and even the ult from Abaddon, from Lena, all it does is pop his ult, doesn't kill him off, and Leshrac does finish up the kill, and now just laughs in the enemy's face, which is not good. Not good. So basically it's a full 5-man wipe at the moment. If they go mid lane, they're going to find a Pudge just sitting there. He's being controlled by one of these dead heroes now. But I don't think he'll be able to do all that much unless he gets a kill on this Abaddon very quickly. He does indeed. He gets a quick dismember onto the Abaddon before his ult comes out. But, oh, just missing the TA there. But we'll chase. But now the Death Prophet's up. This is not a place the Pudge wants to be in. He wants to blink out right now. Too late. Too late. Shiva's God coming out from the Pudge. From the Death Prophet, sorry. But she is not going anywhere. The stun now from the Leshrac just absolutely melts from that minus armor coming out from the TA right there. That is, that's nice. But yeah, that is a dead Pudge, and all that's left to defend the base now is the Earthshaker. The Legion Commander does have buyback, but she probably won't use it since it's back in 7 seconds. So there will be a slight base defense with the side of the Dire, but these 2 heroes, this has really destroyed the game. That's the sad thing about pubs. People just DCing. I don't think they were on DC because she wanted to. She just DC'd. Pudge, not a clue. I don't know if it was a rage quit or an internet issue or what, but now the Exorcism popped. The Exorcism is level 3, and with everything that the Legion Death Prophet has, she is not going to die. However, the Lena is going to absolutely destroy the Leshrac, and the Legion Commander does fall though. Wait. Oh no, Legion Commander killed TA. Never mind. Ember Spirit though coming in. And the Spirit's too strong for the Legion Commander to hold. And she clearly bought something before she did. She finished off with a... Nope. She must have bought something before she died, because she does no longer have buyback. And no one from neither team has buyback now. Mirana gets an arrow into the Death Prophet. That's a good few seconds stun. But it's still not enough. This Mirana is... this Death Prophet is extremely tanky. The Ember Spirit will die. But this Death Prophet, if she manned up, she probably could take on both those heroes, and all 3 of those heroes on such low health and probably survive. But she won't. She'll play it safe and back off. She does have a couple of one charges, which basically at this point in the game do absolutely nothing. But we do have the creeps mid lane now pushing into the tier 4 towers, but they will be cleared up. They are being led by the Abaddon. Arrow coming out, just missing. Good thing the Mirana did reconnect. So this Pudge is going to be controlled like it was never not controlled, to be perfectly honest. And now we'll go into the top, like 116 HP per second with that half Tarask. That's insane. And Pudge can basically just keep rot on the right click and will never die. Mirana heading back to base. Coming in, Abaddon sees the Earthshaker, but the Earthshaker did not want to have any of that. Probably didn't see the Death Prophet, but did want to just to get the hell out of there. Follow Shield will pop, and now it's just a casual farming game. And there's not much that can be done with that. Meanwhile, this Pudge is just going to push down the top lane, probably waiting for his team to get into position to just to completely wreck house. But now the Radiant rotate through. They want to find this Pudge. They want to kill him off. He does not have buyback and nowhere actually near it. Because he abandoned. He does not get any gold at all. But the Baron pauses the game. Wait 1 minute. So we shall. Need to phone. Okay, 1 minute turned into 2 seconds. Leading Commander is impatient. She wants to get on with this. The Death Prophet helping out his buddy. I'm commentating over pauses. This is actually happening. Okay. Ember Spirit resume the game. Ember Spirit just wants to get this game over and done with on their own team. No real team talk going on there. But Pudge pauses it, and now the Leading Commander resumes the game again. TA pausing once more. This is tense stuff coming out from the side from this game. Lol. And Legion Commander resumes once again. This Legion Commander is just fed up. And Pudge will now TP to the bottom lane. Shrek, are you making a phone call? Don't know, but you're going to go mid lane. So all 5 heroes grouped up into the mid lane. 5 grouped up into the bottom lane. But I think that the Dire need to TP back right now. They need to TP back right now. They're going to lose their base. They're not going to be able to break 2 towers and a Rax in time. They're going to be able to take tier 4s in the base. They do come back, but it might be a little too too late. This Death Prophet is just going absolutely to town. The glyph is popped, but I don't think it'll be enough. Big Echo Stomp coming in from the Earthshaker onto 3 even. And nearly kills off the TA. Does kill off the TA with the dust being popped. Lena kills off, comes in the backside and takes out the Ember Spirit. The Ember Spirit manages to remnant out of there. Arrow comes in, will be off target. And Death Prophet now backing off. The Echo Stomp was off target. And she will now TP out with a full heal coming back from the Death Prophet. Full heal coming back from her spirits. Lena coming onto this Ember Spirit. Will find it. Another stun. Whiffed again by her. And Ember Spirit will just remnant to the high ground and escape. So that was a 3 for 0 by the by the side of the Dire, but it could have been so much worse for Radiant. That was well played by the Death Prophet and Ember Spirit to get the hell out of there when they needed to. Meanwhile, Legion Commander going onto the left track will get the win, but gets instantly melted by the Death Prophet. Lena now gets healed up and tries to be hooked out by the Pudge, but instead the Lena still loses her life. It's a killing spree going the way of the Death Prophet. Now Pudge, he's silenced up and he got 5,000 health, but really not a lot he can do against 3 heroes, especially a tanky Death Prophet such as this, outputting so much damage. Earthshaker stun onto 3. But Pudge does commit suicide as that final right click from Death Prophet probably would have finished him off as well. Earthshaker now finding a nice regenerate. I don't think Roshan's been touched all. No, he hasn't. Roshan has not been touched all game. Finish fast coming out from the Legion Commander. And a lot of abilities, and I want to see the graphs still in favour of the Dire. The Dire still have the advantage here technically, but really it's anyone's game at this point, I would say. But with the 3 dead on the side who are dead at the moment, leap out from the Rana, but she probably won't survive her. She does disappear, but the fade time. Oh, the last cleave coming in from the Ember Spirit. Instant buyback from the Lena and the Mirana. GG called by the Leading Commander. But the Death Prophet ultimate is just gonna go to work. Big Echo Stomp. The Earthshaker knowing what needs to be done. Needs to kill off this Death Prophet, but the BK Beast popped. And Earthshaker just not going to be able to do anything. Just going to absolutely melt. And the two heroes will finish off the Ancient. That's GG for the side of the Radiant, coming back from a massive, massive loss. And it was still, in fact, in favour of the Dire at the end of the game, but the Radiant there just being on point, and that DC from the Pudge really hurt the team, I think. 32, 7 and 9, 664 XPM, but just not doing enough. And his disconnect really hurt him. Means he couldn't get any more items, and it did mean that the team suffered as a result. But all grats to the Radiant. They'd given up at one point, but a couple of Fed kills away from the Earthshaker, and I think Mirana basically killed herself and did get killed off very quickly by the Lishrak afterwards. Ensured that the Radiant got back into this game, and yeah, that was a good game. Anyway, that was game 9. I'm just looking at my other screen. 956993258. My name has been Alex4. I hope you've enjoyed. Please leave constructive criticism in the comments below on the Reddit thread. But constructive, please. I like constructive. I don't like destructive. Destructive is distracting. And with that anecdote, you can think on that as you will. I'm completely crazy. I figured that much out. But I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.